Hey guys, Enchanting Gaming here. Now, this video is geared more towards those that are newer to TCGs, those that have gambling problems, and those that continue to get themselves into debt over TCGs. Now, there is one caveat to the debt, which is if you are single with no kids and preferably young, you have the time on your side in terms of getting a debt to get out of it, and you don't have the worry of having to take care of anyone else, just yourself. You definitely can take the risk at that point in your life, as opposed to someone who's, say, older. They might screw themselves out of a early retirement, and especially those that are married. Like, definitely, if you're married, you don't want to be getting into debt. That's one of the higher reasons for divorces is financial issues. So if you're married and you, for some reason, have to keep buying TCGs because you're addicted or something, make sure your partner knows what the world you're doing and is okay with it. Don't leave them in the dark on it. Now, what are some of the reasons people get into debt? First and foremost, pack opening. No, pack opening is 100% fun. It's great to do with a family too, and just getting that high from hitting your chase or any hit whatsoever. It just brings a ton of joy. But you gotta remember, pack opening is 100% gambling. It's never a guarantee. You have to go into pack opening with absolutely no expectations of ever getting a hit. And just think, for example, in Pokemon, you have prismatic evolutions, which most everyone knows about. A box that people, for some reason, really love to buy and open, but has horrible hit rates. It makes really no sense to be chasing the cards in that set, but people love doing it. And if you want to talk about another TCG, Lorcana, they have Iconics, and there was this one guy that bought in like about 20 cases trying to chase an Iconic in the Fabled set, and he never got any. Now that's like $10,000+ spent. Now, did he make his money back off the Enchanted and other card pulls? Potentially. The prices have gone nuts on the Fabled set, but that's a risk you're having to take, not getting the high chases for the amount of money you're spending at the time. It's definitely risky, and you never know what's going to happen. That set could have totally flopped on him, but we're only 8 months from it or something like that, and it's been a hot set, thankfully, for him. So it probably is at least at the break-even point, but you can never go with the expectation of pack opening to make a profit. Pack opening is something you gotta have the thought of that you will not get a hit out of it. It's strictly for fun. It's if you want to get a certain card, just go buy the card. Don't open packs thinking you're going to get that card. It's not smart whatsoever. Now, another reason people may get into debt is influencer hype. You have certain influencers you watch that keep seeming to get hit after hit after hit, and that is not something that is reasonable. It's not the norm. You also have to think about how many packs they're opening. They could be opening a crazy amount to be getting those hits, and you're not realizing that. And then also with influencers, you have certain ones that hype up constantly, like any little reason there is, they'll just bring you constant hype, set after set after set, and they can get you into that, FOMO mode. And you just need to be aware. Don't be getting into any kind of major hype. There's so much risk that it's not worth it. Now, other, FOMO reasons would be, prices are increasing. Like, for example, Pokemon's Ascended Heroes, which I dub Ascended Prices, it has been going on a run. It's 3x from MSRP. And you got the people that keep pushing that set, just telling you, hey, it's going to keep going up and up and up. But you got to pause and think, it's only been out for a short while. Is this thing actually going to keep going up like they're saying? You're taking a major risk buying it. Once reprints hit, prices will go down. And I don't mean to only pick on that set. That goes for any set out there. You never know what's going to occur in the future. Now, another thing in terms of FOMO is product being hard to find, which ties back into the current hot set in Pokemon Ascended Heroes. Or over in like Lorcana, something hard to find is Fabled. Now, prices are high on these sets, but will they always be? You gotta think about the potential for reprints occurring. Now, in Fabled, people think that Ravensburger is not going to reprint that set, but they might, just because the players don't necessarily need it and the investors don't want it reprinted, for their own financial gain, obviously. The collectors would like it reprinted so they can get cheaper cards. So maybe Ravensburger throws the collectors a bone and reprints that set. You never know. So you gotta be careful with all this. And just don't go into debt trying to buy a bunch of product that's high priced. You never know what the future holds. Now, what are some ways to keep yourself from getting into debt? Well, first off, you gotta choose the influencers you follow carefully. Find those that are being reasonable, not those that are just hypers of whatever product. Next, make a monthly budget. Say each month you're going to, at the max, spend $1,000 or whatever the world amount you come up with on cards. Do not go above that amount. And also, I would be keeping a record of everything you buy. Go on, like, say, Excel, type in the product, type in the price you bought it for, and just keep a running record. Like, you will be amazed at the amount of money you might be spending on TCGs without even realizing it. Like, it racks up quick, guys. It can. Truly, truly can. And across from sealed products to slabs to raws, like, you might not realize what the world you're spending. And yeah, the amount of debt you could be getting yourself into, like, never expect that you're gonna sell out the product at a higher price. No, you don't know what the future holds. That product could go down in price at the time you're needing to sell it to pay off your, say, credit card bill or whatever. Maybe you need money to pay off a mortgage or a car loan. You can't expect that that product you bought is going to be at an increased price when you need to sell. And then you also got to factor in, taxes and shipping costs and all that stuff. That's going to bring down the actual amount of money you're receiving. So It is gambling, also in terms of the investing as well. So just be careful, guys. Don't most definitely do not FOMO into cards. Think about what you're doing. Just have a plan for certain. If you're in debt, take your W's, guys. If the price is 2x or whatever, no, take the W. Don't keep holding on thinking you're going to get another double out of what it's currently at. All you're likely to do is ride that high all the way back down to the low where you had gotten in, or potentially even lower, and cost yourself. It happens so many times to so many people, and they keep kicking themselves time after time over it. So don't be that person. Now, can you use debt to your advantage to make it? Of course. There's people that flip and have made it well. There's people that have started their own business and have made it great. Now, typically, they were some of the first movers, but that doesn't mean you can't come in later and still be successful. You must, though, be educated on the matter, have a solid game plan, and be well disciplined, and you can still make it. Time's probably not as much on your side, but there's always the possibility. Now, with that, guys, I will catch you in the next one.